Hello, welcome to the Icaran sector. This is Andrew, and welcome to a Solohammer kill team with the new rules: Thousand Sons versus Sisters of Battle. So yeah, I got the rules out. I've had some sort of practice games by myself, and I thought I'd finally get one on camera. So here we are. I'm probably going to get things wrong and make mistakes, so this is a real learning opportunity. If you are more familiar with the rules, please do leave comments below, because I'm really interested, because there's a few things I want to make sure I'm doing right. So yeah, we're playing with the new kill team rules. Who knows how this is going to go. And today we're doing Thousand Sons versus Sister of Battle. We'll look at the armies in a second. I'm going to use the open play game first, and we're going to control the kill zone. And so we're using the main mission rulebook, and so it's the only one that's in the open war. So there's 2 deployment zones, 1 on either side, 4 objectives, and you need to use one of your action points. And if you do, when you're within a triangle or a circle of the objective, then you claim that one for that turning point and you get a victory point. And the more victory points at the end are the winner after the 4 turning points. So the Thousand Sons have sort of scattered around here. They're searching for something. And the sisters have noticed. And they were not going to take the heretics lightly. So I'm going to see who controls this. So moving over barriers, I'm going to count that as terrain that doesn't affect the barriers. You lose a circle to your movement, and then you've got the vantage points, which will cut down on whether you're what's the called, hidden, concealed. That's it, whether you're concealed or not. So that is the overlook of the board. Let's have a quick look at the armies. So here we have the Thousand Sons kill team, led by an aspiring sorcerer, and each have got 10 equipment points to use. So he has a mythic scroll, so he can, once a battle, he can perform a psychic power action without it costing an activation point. With him is the icon, which gives him, he can roll a second power. Psychic powers, you get the first one is effectively free, and then if you do any more after that, or you can cast 2 at a time. The second one, he rolls a dice, and on a 1 and 2 he takes mortal wounds, and on a 4 and a 6 it goes off. So he will give him a once per battle, allow him to do the second psychic without taking that test. Soul Reaper Cannon, and then in the second part of the kill team there is a Warp Flamer and a Standard Bolter. And the other equipment, so the Soul Reaper Cannon has a Runic Ward. So once per battle, he gets a. I can take one of my failed saves and make it a successful save, or I can take one of my successful saves and make it a critical save. Because my understanding is, to save dice, you roll your defensive dice against shooting. A critical will save a critical, and 2 regulars can save a critical, and then failed ones don't do anything. Unless you're behind barriers, then a failed one becomes a regular one. The Icon Bearer has the All-Seeing Eye. So once in a battle, he can either activate straight after one of the other guys, or he can let one of the other guys activate after him if they're not activated already. And the Rubric Marine with the Warp Flamer, he has a Gargoyle Bayonet, which is just a slightly more damage close combat weapon, rather than the fists. And that is it for their equipment points. So we'll look at the sisters. So here we have 2 5-man squads of sisters, Battle Sister Squad. We're led today by our superior. She has a combi melter and a power weapon. Combi weapons seem to work a bit like they did in old school 5th edition 40k, where the melter option you can fire once again. And she has a file of restoration, so once a battle, she can give herself 2d3 wounds back. With her, she has a gunner, which is the Storm Bolter, and that's got a crack grenade as the equipment. The heavy gunner has the heavy bolter, and she's got purity seal. So once per battle, she gets a free reroll, command point reroll. And then there's the icon bearer, which if she plants her icon for an action point, then friendly ones give bonuses. And then just an ordinary sister. And then the other 5, there's 4 ordinary sisters, and there's a flamer. And I think that's all the equipment points. Oh, no, the sergeant has, for bringing up to 10, she's got frag grenades that she can use as well, which are blast and indirect weapons. So we will roll off to see who is attacker and defender and choose sides, and then we will set everybody up. So here we have, after the deployment, the sisters won the roll off and chose this side, and then they planted a mix of shoot and conceal orders up and down. So the heavy bolter has a shoot, the ones hidden there have conceal for now. These guys have conceal because then if they get first move up in here and can't be targeted, although at the minute they're that one possibly can't be targeted, but the other one, yeah, the other ones can for now. And then the rubrics, the Warlord and the Flamer are concealed here because they're actually behind cover, so they can't be shot at. He's got the rune for extra psychic power, but he's out in the open, and these guys are here with the Soul Reaper, so they're shooting across the board. And we'll see who goes first, as we will use these orange dice to denote the turning point. Got 2 command points either side. I'm still learning this. I'm going to allow command point rerolls. I'm going to use command point rerolls for now, and then we'll put red dice either side to mark victory points as we go on to turning point 1. And these guys will take it. So, this is going to be an interesting one. Right. So the Rubric Marines only have 2 action points. So he's moved forward and he has claimed that objective for a victory point. Oh, so we're now on to 3 CP because we've... I think they both get the action ready phase, right? So we're on to here. So that's the end of his. So the sisters will now move on. Right, I'm just going to backtrack a little. I paid a command point, and this should have happened before he moved. But there's a stratagem called Sorcerer's Automata, and within square, they get +1 to their APL. So he has actually got 3. So he moved, he does that, and now he can shoot, because I want to try and do some shooting in the shooting phase. So he will shoot through at this one here. So there's no range in these. So he gets 4 shots, hitting on 3. Oh. And then she gets 3 saves on a 4+ because it's AP 1, which is the equivalent AP -1. And she blocks them all anyway. So we've activated this sister here. She can see through the window, so she will shoot at that one. She can't shoot these because they're concealed. And she has a bolter. So 4 shots, hitting on 3s. So that's a critical and 2 hits. Saving on 3s. So that's 2 1s. Oh, I should have played his relic. Okay, never mind. So we'll block that. So that's 6 damage. Marines have 12 wounds. Bolter does 3 damage a time, yep. So he's down to 6 wounds. And we'll activate, we'll activate this one. And right, he's got the Soul Reaper, and the Soul Reaper's got something called Fusillade. So he can distribute his shots between circles. So you can shoot at this one, and you could assign some shots to that one if you wanted, which we might very well do. So he has 6 shots. No, we need to just kill the heavy bolter. To kill the heavy bolter, that's the thing. Heavy bolters are nasty. So you get 6 shots, hitting on 3s. So you've got a critical and 3 hits. So we get 3 defensive dice, saving on 4s. So we can, that one's failed. So we can block the critical and block 1. So that is 6 damage. And the sisters have 8 wounds, putting it down to 2. So that sister's taking some damage there. So when they go below half wounds, when they shoot, they're +1 to hit, so should be hitting on 4s. So we will go on to the next one. He's still got an APL left. So he will... No, he will... we'll use up an APL, and so he'll just stay where he is. So he's doing the one shooting action, and we'll go on to the sisters. Nice and straightforward. This one moved forward and then activated that one, so it's 1 victory point apiece, and we'll go back across the shooting over here. So this one's moved across here, and we will try and finish off the heavy bolter. So he gets 4 shots, hitting on 3s, 2 hits and a critical, saving on 4s. Nope, the heavy bolter is taken out of action before it can shoot. That's good for you, right? Bad for the sisters. And the sisters will activate... I think this is how it works. The concealed one there went through the doorway and landed on there and did her action point. So it's 2 victory points to 1 for the sisters at the moment. As we got into moving either of these 2. So this one activated, it did start with the 3 points for being next to him, but it's just on the dash move forward because in the next turn we can flame, and there's not much that can shoot at him. But speaking of shooting at him, this one will move forward and shoot at it. We'll move forward here onto that one. 4 shots, a critical and a regular, saving on 3s. So we will take the 2 dice there to block the critical. So 1 3 damage goes through, putting him onto 9. And then the last one for the root bricks, the Spiring Saucer dashed through. So that's taking 1 of his things. So he will do some psychic. So first thing he will do is Doombolt this one that's not shot yet. So Doombolt is 4 attacks, hitting on 3s, 5s up will do mortal wounds. So there's 2 criticals, and it does criticals on 5 as well. So it does 2 mortal wounds, putting her down to 6, and then she gets 3. I think this is how it works. It's classed as a shooting attack. So this one will still get the normal shooting saves of 3 up. So we can block 1 because it's a critical, and she will take another 3 mortal wounds, putting her to 3, or 3 wounds, putting it down to 3 left. And then he's got another psychic, which he can do for his last activation point on a 1 and 2. Oh. Right. So he takes 3 mortal wounds for rolling a 1, putting him down onto 10 from 13. And the sisters will activate. So I'll activate all of the ones off camera that are just concealed, because they will just move into cover. And then the one that can shoot will shoot. So the last regular girl to shoot will shoot into the warp flamer. And she has 4 shots. Now hitting on 4s. And saving on 3s. Okay, we managed to block all of those. And she doesn't do anything. And these girls shuffled up and shuffled up there. So at the end of turning point 1, it's 2 victory points to the Sisters of Battle, 1 to these guys, and we will go into turning point 2. So we'll reset everything and come back. So we're back. So we've got command points, and we have reset everything. My understanding is when I activate each one now, I can then decide whether it stays concealed or change it for shooting. So these can't be targeted as they are. So we'll go and see. But first, who gets turn 2? That's a draw. That's a draw. So the 1,000 Suns will get to activate first. So we've activated this one first. So he will. He's got 2 points, 2 activation points. So he's claimed this token again. So putting up to 2 points to 2, and he will shoot through at the one that's already injured. Try and finish that one off. 4 shots, hitting on 3s. Saving on 4s. Yep, that one is blocked. So what he'll do now, he'll do once his game activation to choose another model that can now activate. So we will activate the Warp Flamer, and we will put him onto shoot, and he will move forward. So he will put his Flamer attack into the front one here. And it's got something called Torrent, which it makes an extra attack to that one and that one. Do they get to roll all 3 defensive dice against it? I guess so. But first of all, we'll do the shots onto the front one. So there's 5 attacks. Hitting on 2s. And then the 3 saving dice. So we can block that one and that one. So it's 4 damage, putting that one down to 4. And it does 1 attack onto the back one, and 1 attack onto the other one, which hits. So this one, saving on 4s. Nope, 2 damage. This one, saving on 4s. Yeah, that one's saved. So this one goes down to 2 wounds. So that is the activation there. Try and shoot the ever living goodness out of it then. So this one will just move forward here and shoot that one. So 4 attacks, hitting on 3s. Saving on 3, 6, 9. Oh, is that dead? Yes, that one is very much taken care of. So we will go on to this one. This one, I'm going to pay a command point for Malicious Volleys. So you can do 2 shooting attacks instead of just the 1. And was that worthwhile? Yep, you can see that model there, and you can see this one here. So you'll do the first one into there. So 4 shots. A critical and a normal. Doing no damage because that blocks that one. Yeah. And then 4 shots into the one here. But behind the cover, she can say retain 1 failed as a normal save. Again, 2 hits. And she can retain that one. And yeah, no damage again. So that one I did no damage. Ooh. So taking a different strategy. This one here is activated and changed to the shooting profile, engagement, and then we'll pick up the command, use the 1 AP for getting a victory point, and the other one will shoot at the Soul Reaper cannon. So 4 shots, hitting on 3s, 2 criticals, saving on 3s, and I can retain that one. So we'll use 2 to block a critical, and we'll block the ordinary one. Because it's behind the cover, we can retain that, is my understanding. So he takes 4 damage? Yeah, the critical hit for the Boltman is 4. So putting him down to 8 wounds. And we'll go back on to the Thousand Suns activation. So we'll activate this one, and we'll activate his banner. So you can do 2 psychics. You can activate the second psychic without rolling the dice. There's also a command point stratagem to do that apparently. So he will do, first of all, he will do we'll do Doom Bolt into this front one here first. Hitting on 3s. 5s are criticals. And we'll retain 1. So that is 6 damage. So that one is taken care of. We will then put Firestone, which is in direct and barrage, but there's no, put it onto this one, there's no cover above it, so it will go through. So 5 shots, hitting on 4s. 1. Saving, well, that's saved. What does the blast keyword do? The measuring doodad. So yeah, it's within the blast range there. So it makes a shooting attack with the same profile. So is that another 5 shots? Hitting on 4s. And saving. So, alright, it's 2-2. So 2, 4, 6. Leaving that one onto 2 wounds left. And then it's got 1 last activation point, which will be a pistol, which will put it into this one. Pistol sadly out of range for the other ones. Yeah, his range is Pentagon, which is, yeah, definitely over there. This one hits on 2s. And save on 4s. But I can retain 1. And the pistol does 6 damage, leaving this one down to 2. So she's at least hitting worse. As we now activate so we've activated this one at the back to shoot through at this one. Hitting on 3s. Saving on that one, and behind cover, so it actually blocks everything. So that one lives to fight another day. And that one's the only one that can activate now. So it's tucked in a little bit, and you can either shoot at the one that's already shot, or shoot at this one with 2 wounds that hasn't shot yet. So that is in fact what we're going to do. We're going to try and take down this one. So 6 shots, still hitting on 3s. Well, this should do it. And I can retain 1. So there's 3 that have gone through. Yeah, that sister is very much, she's taken down so much she's fallen off her base. That's helpful. Alright. So all we have to do is activate the sisters. This one will hop forward, it won't shoot, but it will claim the objective for putting these ones onto 4 victory points. And we will do some moving and shooting. We'll fire the melter profile. It's a one-time do it, and we'll fire at the icon. So there are 4 shots, hitting on 2s, mortal wounding on 4s. 1, 2, 3, 4 mortal wounds, putting it down to 1. AP2. Oh, actually there's a range on it. Oh, it's out of range. Scratch that. Put that back up to 5. Ignore that. Yep, she'll actually change. We'll do it on that one. So 5 shots hitting on 2s. So there's 3 mortal wounds, putting you down to 7. And he has a 5-up invul. So that will, and we can retain 1. So that's 6. I wonder if that's the wrong way around. It says the damage is 6, but the critical damage is 3. Well, either way, that's 9. The aspiring sorcerer is taken down. And these 2 will activate into shooting. And they will put their shots down onto this one. We'll do them one at a time. So the one with the banner hits on 3s and saves on 3s. Well, 2 to block the critical and block that one. And then the other one hits on 3s. And 2 saves, which is 6 damage, which means that one gets taken down as well. So at the end of turning point 2, the sisters have taken a lot of damage, but they've taken down 3 of these automaton dust-filled... Oh, I've been doing all this dust. I've forgotten that they're all 3 damage weapons. They should have been saving on 2s. Well, this is a learning experience. Make sure you read the rules properly for your armies before you play them. And also probably not do it in Solohammer form. So we will reset the battlefield one more time for turning point 3 and see if the rubrics can actually make it through this turn. So everything's reactive. It's 4 points to the sisters, 2 points to the 1,000 Suns. As we now roll off to see who gets turn 3. 1,000 Suns. Can they do anything? Is it worth scoring any points, or should we just try shooting things? Let's have a look, see who we're going to activate first. Soul Reaper Cannon jumps forward first. We can 3 shots into this one, 3 shots into this one. See if we can bring both of them down. Hitting on 3s. Saving on 4s. So this one survives. And then onto this one. 2 hits, saving on 4s. So we save 1. So we do actually kill that one because it's more than 2 damage. As we activate this one, and 1 for the command point, and then 3 shots into this one, hitting on 4s because it's injured. Saving on 2s because it's 3 damage or less. So 3 damage, putting it down to 5. So we will activate this one. We'll go onto the objective and we will claim the objective for a command point because there's now only 2 things that can fire at it. One being that one, which we will activate next, who will activate that for 6 command points. And we'll shoot at this one. Hitting on 3s. 2 hits. Saving on 2s. So that's 2 saves, so they both get saved. This one will do the same, we'll shuffle back that way. And we'll pass through here to shoot at that one. Hitting on 3s. Saving on 2s. So one goes through, putting him onto 9 wounds from... They have 12 wounds, so he's got 9 left. So we need to take this one down. She can shoot through. She won't move. 4 shots, hitting on 2s. 2 criticals. Saving on 2s. So we block a critical, we block a normal. So that's 7 damage. Right, so no more shooting to take place. This one dashed forward, so hopped over there and dashed over here. She dashed all the way over there, so she can't do anything else this turn. But, and then we'll go on to turning point 4. 4 points to 6 in favour of the sisters. And we will reset everything and then roll off to see who gets the last turn first. Alright, so we are on to turning point 4. Still a number of sisters remaining. And only one of the rubrics. So who goes first? Ooh, that's a draw. That's a draw. Alright, the rubric Marine gets to go first. So he will claim that objective, putting him on to 5. And he will shoot through onto her. 4 shots. 4 hits, one of them a critical. And saving on 3s. So block the critical. And she takes 3 damage, leaving her with 5 wounds left. And she will activate. And she will shoot through at this one. Hitting on 3, she's not at half wounds yet. Saving on 2s. So we can take 2 to block the critical and block that one. So there's no damage there. This one will also take that one. So there's 8 points and she won't do anything else. There's nothing she can do. This one will move forward slightly and shoot the remaining Marine. Hitting on 3s. Saving on 2s. They all saved. I guess she will move there to do the same. 4 shots, hitting on 3s. Saving on 2s. So we'll block that and take 4 for the critical, putting him down to 5. Can he hold on? So this one will activate, just shuffle forward a little bit. 4 shots, hitting on 3s. Saving on 2s. They're all saved. Can anything else do any more damage? This one can. So she can move to... So it's 2 to go over. So she can move just to the edge here. Last one to shoot. She hits on 2s. 2 criticals. Saves on 2s. So we block that. We block a critical. Either way, it's 6 damage or 7. The sisters clear the battlefield of this heretical scum, and they take 8 points to 5 in the final tally without needing any CP rerolls, and a few stratagems played on this side. I must admit, I'm really liking the kill team thing. I've played a few games with the rubrics on my own, and I just cannot get them to work. I'm doing something wrong with them. If you see what I'm doing wrong, please leave comments. I want to learn. Scissors were pretty powerful. They fall fairly quickly if you get the right firepower onto them, but they can still survive on 2 wounds and still claim objectives and... But anyway, I think that wraps it up. This should probably be a very short battle report. We're hoping to get some kill team games in. I've got Christian and Ryan coming over. We have a national holiday coming up, so we're going to come over, maybe play a few games of kill team. Maybe I'll make one video of 3 or 4 games together. That might be the way to do it with kill team, I think. But it's still a lot of fun. It's a good way to get into it. Because I mean, I painted up my rubrics specifically for kill team, and I'm going to get some Admech Skitarii and paint them up as the fallen bad mech to play and kill team, maybe eventually for a full army. These guys I enjoyed painting. There is 5 more guys that are coming up soon. I need to paint to get that to the squad of 10 for regular 40k, and then all the HQs and everything for that. So there might be Thousand Sun battle reports happening soon. Well, I'll say soon, maybe by the end of the year, who knows. But with that being said, thank you very much for watching the Icaran sector, and as for always, indulging me as I play these games by myself and make everything up as I go along. So please let me know what I did wrong. Please do like and subscribe, follow along. I'm going to bump this game up the list. So there will be, there's another battle royale coming up of Imperial armies, which I've already filmed, but I'm going to push this one in first. So thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.